Coming up on CityView, the city wants to hear the voices of Austin's Asian Americans. We'll tell you how to get involved next. And a popular street in downtown Austin became a memorial for the late great music legend David Bowie. Plus, it's your opportunity to participate in the issues that affect our community. Welcome to CityView. I'm your host, Marissa Monroy. The City of Austin recently held the first of many community conversations about the Asian American quality of life.
So tonight we're having roundtable discussions, and we're going to break out into 5 different groups.
Diverse communities are the most progressive kinds of communities, and the Asian American community is the fastest growing demographic in Austin. This conversation centered around the challenges and opportunities the Asian community is experiencing here in Central Texas.
I think for me, it's about having a well-rounded life here in Austin, which means a sustainable livelihood with advocates around you, be it your friends and your family, who are your constant cheerleaders, who want to support you. But it's also about knowing the resources that are available to you, and I think that's where the big downfall is. How do we get the resources that are available? Because look around, there's so many resources out there, but how do we communicate it? Particularly
the next scheduled meeting is February 17th at the Asian American Resource Center. For the most up-to-date information, please visit austintexas.gov/AsianLifeAustin. Conversation Corps gives Austinites an easy, comfortable way to share their views on local issues. Small group conversations meet at places like Strange Brew Coffee House to chat for an hour each month on a different local topic, with the facilitator trained by Leadership Austin.
Water. It's Austin's lifeblood.
I never saw the water on the road. I just hit it and I was off the road.
But all too often, we find ourselves facing too much or too little.
Today, we're going to be talking about water.
How to handle the city's water issues is just one of the critical discussions.
Lower rate were expanded just a little bit.
Happening in coffee shops.
There's probably a lot more cost.
And churches all over Austin. It's called Conversation Corps.
Conversation Corps is an initiative that makes public engagement
I like the idea of
easy and convenient and comfortable for anyone and everyone in all areas of town.
Easy and convenient because it's close to home.
Because they're so old, they're bursting. And every time that bursts, we lose a bunch of water. And there are probably leaks we don't know about.
These South Austin neighbors sat down for coffee at Strange Brew to share ideas.
Are there other water restrictions that you feel should be changed?
So we train hosts to facilitate these dialogues. They're volunteers, and their goal is to be completely neutral.
Are there ways to broaden the definition of watering limitations?
And to facilitate a dialogue that is balanced and respectful, and so everyone feels that their voices were heard.
I'm worried that we're not doing all we can to collect the water that comes to us from the sky.
The planet has a certain amount of water on it. And as we continue to add population, that means we have less water.
Over the years, we've used a lot of water, and the city keeps growing. So our supply and demand is really the important factor.
Leadership Austin spearheads these talks and takes the feedback straight to the decision makers.
We make sure that these conversations are relevant and tied to upcoming decisions that are being made at one or more of the agencies that are involved.
It's not just city leaders hearing what Austin neighbors have to say about everything from water to affordability to transportation. Capital Metro, the Austin Independent School District, and Travis County are also Conversation Corps partners.
A lot of this comes down to responsibility.
The people who come to Conversation Corps also play a role in that partnership.
I really think that conservation is the answer.
They say it's a wonderful opportunity to weigh in on key issues shaping Austin's future and show they care about this amazing place we call home.
Get involved, absolutely. We all need to be actively involved. We need to vote. We need to have our voices heard. It's a collective. The solutions to our city's problems and our lifestyle comes through collective dialogue. And Conversation Corps that's what it's all about.
We are in the middle of deciding who Austin's going to be in the future. And this is an incredible way to come and be a part of that.
For more information on how to become a host or participate in a conversation, visit atxtalks.org. On November 30th, 2015, Austin Resource Recovery kicked off the Austin Recycles Games, a competition among the 10 city council districts to increase Austin's recycling. The goal of the competition is to increase residential recycling rates and help residents overcome barriers to recycling. The baseline numbers set in October 2015 showed a citywide average of 47.79 pounds recycled per household. From November 30th through December 31st, 2015, Austin residents recycled an average of 59 pounds. That's more than 11 pounds per household, a 23% increase citywide. That means Austin's curbside customers recycled almost 2.1 million pounds more in December. Currently in first place is District 8 with an average 72.94 pounds recycled per household from November 30th through December 31st, 2015. District 10 takes the number 2 slot with 70.69 pounds per household. And District 4 rounds out the top 3 with 63.32 pounds. For more details about the Austin Recycles Game, district information, and recycling tips, visit austinrecycles.com. Well, if you drove down 5th Street a couple of weeks ago, you may have noticed that Bowie Street was mysteriously transformed into David Bowie Street to honor the late music legend. The founder of South by Southwest has since fessed up to changing the street sign, but the move certainly created a buzz in downtown Austin.
That's awesome. That's what Austin's all about.
My first reaction was that there was some Photoshop thing going on.
We read about it online and we just thought it'd be great since we were visiting in town.
Wow, how cool is this?
I think it's fantastic. I walked a few miles to come and see it, and I know that they're going to change it, but I would hope that at least for this corner they would consider keeping it up.
I don't know anything about the prank. Really?
Yes.
I had no idea.
I think it's very cool. I think it's wonderful. I think it's very appropriate for a music city.
I think stay like this.
I think it does say something for the city that they embrace this, at least to a certain degree. Would Dallas do that? I don't think so.
He's such an inspiration. Much more of an inspiration to me than the original Bowie at the Alamo. He was great, awesome, but David Bowie is much more of a current day reminder of the values that we have in Austin. So I love this sign. I hope you keep it.
Me and my musician friends have always called this street Bowie Street. It's never been Bowie. It's always been Bowie Street. So, and we've always made that joke. So at the very least, maybe keep it here. Why not honor global music? Why not? Why not? We've already got the street. It ties in with Texas history. And hey, you know, this is a guy that helped put Stevie Ray Vaughan on the map, right? Come on, that's valid. It's got to count for something, right?
I've been playing for
Though the city strongly discourages people from defacing city property, city officials did leave the unofficial homage up for about a week before replacing the sign with the original street name. If you're interested in learning more about how to officially change a street name, visit the website on your screen. That's it for this edition of CityView. Join us for the next episode on Friday, February 12th. I'm your host, Marissa Monroy. Thanks for watching.